everybody, and welcome back to our haul video for the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here with,
Paul Presenza, known as the Moo Cow. Moo.
and we're also with
John Ward.
John Ward has
Yay.
joined us. Yay!
All the way from
Yay.
Vegas
All the way from Vegas. It's like somehow we're getting you here. That's crazy.
through the magic of Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It is magic. It's witchcraft, actually.
It's
There we
which
go.
Oh no. Black magic? Uh-oh. Anyway, so what we do here is we show off the movies that we got at whatever times that we got them for this haul video. And we do we're doing like six Blu-rays and six Blu-rays. So it'll be 12 each, but each person will go around and show we'll show six, Paul will show five because he only brought 10. Because I think he forgot
Forgot.
two of them. And then we will do the next group. I'll go first. I guess Paul, you'll go last because you got
Okay.
the least, ones. All right, ready?
Yep.
So,
Right.
in no specific order or anything like that. I got these six. I'm really excited to share. First off, and Paul, John's seen all of these, by the way. This will probably be the first time Paul's seen some of these. First one up is Death Wish,
That's classic.
the original Death Wish. So,
There's like 15 of them.
yeah. Well, speaking of which, next one is the Death Wish, was a three pack. So it's got Death Wish 2, Death Wish 3, and Death Wish 4.
That's a lot of death wishes.
No, I had another one.
Still missing one.
I know. I had the fifth.
Well, actually, you'd be missing two if you count the remake.
Oh, yes, I have the remake already, but I did not have Death Wish 5.
There we go.
Well, yeah, this is put out by Kino Lorber. So I don't know why. I guess they only had the rights to part 5. Interesting
Well,
enough.
because part five was done by a different company.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That's when Golan and Globus split. So one of them did part five separately.
All right. So also I got the movie Divergent. I didn't have that on Blu-ray, don't think. So I'm
Good
wondering,
series. Be nice if they ever finished it.
they did three of them, right? How many are there?
The last one was supposed to be divided into two parts, but it didn't do well, so they never finished it. So
Oh,
we're missing one movie, so there is no ending, which is
mm.
annoying.
Yeah, I never watched it, so not yet. I was going to plan to, but now it doesn't sound like I should. Anyway, after that, we got a little movie called True Believer. Have
Mhm.
you heard of this?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You seen it? It's
It's a good
got
film.
Woods and Robert Downey Jr. in
Yep,
it.
yep, yep.
Sounds sounds fun. And it's done like a video cassette. Like it looks like a VHS, or actually it looks more like Betamax cassette. Look how that is. It's kind of cool. And the that's just the slipcover. The regular cover looks like that.
Yeah,
So,
it's supposed to be a VHS. Yeah, it's like a retro cover.
yep.
Yep.
And last on my six is The Dirty Dozen.
Yep.
Kind of a classic
Another
movie.
classic.
I seen it years ago. I want to rewatch it and maybe review it for Blu-ray Hunter at some point. But it's one of those movies that I had to own at some point. So I guess John, you're up.
Okay. To go back to your Death Wish, the great thing about the first film, he never catches the muggers. I think it's the only one where he actually doesn't kill one of the muggers.
Nice.
He kills other muggers, but he doesn't kill the muggers.
I always wanted Bronson and Clint Eastwood to do a mashup with Death Wish and Dirty Harry.
Nice. De-
Dirty Wish,
Yep.
Death Harry,
Death Harry.
Dirty Death Wish.
Dirty Death Wish.
Dirty Death Wish. There we go.
I like that one. That's the best. All right. There is a guy out there making like Charles Bronson type movies that looks like Charles Bronson. He's
Yeah,
from another country
Bronsky.
or something. Yeah. Was his name?
His last name is Bronsky.
Yeah. So he's out there making like Charles Bronson type movies. I think there was like a Death Wish type movie and some other stuff. And I'm like, good for him, dude. I mean, if you look like Charles Bronson, you might as well just go full on Charles Bronson. He doesn't like make any parodies or anything. They're just like they're serious movies. But
Yeah, I've seen a few of them.
so your turn.
Uh, Okay, so my first one, you guys know I'm a Stephen King fan. I was in LA recently. I went to Amoeba Records. I could not find one thing I wanted except for Funko Pops, and I came across this in a bargain bin. It was only $4.49. What a weird number. And I hate this movie, but since I'm a completist, I felt that I needed to own it, and that is Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. It's a it's a prequel to the remake
Oh dear.
where the filmmakers decided to do their own lore. So even though there's a book and two movies, they decided to do a completely different lore, even though this is following the character of Jeb, who is played by John Lithgow in the remake. So it pissed me off quite a bit, and it does have its slipcover, so which is one of the reasons why I bought it.
The
So
woman who wrote it, Lindsay Beers, she had like a lot on her IMDb, had a ton of movies that she was going to be writing or wrote or whatever for other franchises. And after hearing that, I hope the other franchises said, no, never mind. We're good.
yeah, it just pissed me off the entire time that I was watching it. It just angered me. So it's the untold chapter. So yeah, it's untold because you completely made it up, which would have been fine if it was like a Children of the Corn movie. But yeah, since you're saying it's a prequel to to one of the movies, you can't watch Bloodlines and then the remake and it makes sense.
And
There really are there.
if it doesn't have Denise Crosby, then I'm not interested.
No, it does not. So you're not interested.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Been collecting superhero stuff. This is one of my favorite ones, Brightburn.
I heard of that.
Yeah,
I
I've
heard
heard
that was
good
good.
things about it.
I love Brightburn. This is what if Superman was evil
Right.
and he just goes around murdering people. Got its slip jacket there. So I love this
Can
fucking
we have
thing.
that on The Boys? Isn't that basically what the bad guy in The Boys is? Superman that goes around and kills people.
Well, the villain in that is supposed to be Donald Trump, but it's yeah, that's they based actually him off of Donald Trump. But yeah, it's yeah, he's kind of super yeah, like an evil Superman. He's actually more of a corporate evil
Yeah,
Superman. So I like The Boys. I actually think it's a pretty good
it's a
show.
great show.
And it's funny that you happen to have your version. I have my one that looks like a
Nice.
VHS tape sticking out. So
Which
Chuck
one's
Norris,
that?
it's Silent
Silent Rage.
Rage.
That's Chuck Norris. Oh God, is that this Chuck Norris where he's like fighting a serial killer or something?
He's fighting Michael Myers, basically.
Yeah, I want to see that. Like I've heard great things. That might go on Indie Film Cafe at some point. It's really good.
Yeah, I remember Siskel and Ebert reviewing it and saying it had one of the best beginnings ever, and that is true. It's got a great beginning, and then it just goes downhill from there. But it is him fighting Michael Myers,
I
more or
just
less.
remember the downhill part.
Yeah. So I thought, but I enjoyed it. It's Chuck Norris. Why not? It's Chuck Norris before he went crazy. Um, John Carter picked this one
Oh,
up. One of
I think I
Disney's
have that.
biggest bombs ever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw it. It's not so good.
No,
So,
it might be on
um,
my Hollywood Knockbusters at some point. I'm not sure.
and then I got this one is really good if you haven't seen it, Silent House.
I own that, yeah, but I
I've
haven't
heard of
seen it.
it.
I haven't seen it. I own it though.
It's one of those films where it's not exactly found footage, but it all takes place within 90 minutes. And
Oh,
it is a horror movie more or less.
That's
But
cool.
it's Elizabeth Olsen is actually really good in it. So I picked that one up, and at the same time, I picked up this is another good one, Dream House.
oh, nice. So two
Yeah.
house movies.
Which say that again?
That's two house movies, Dream
Oh
House,
yeah,
Hell
yeah,
House.
yeah. And they're both technically horror films.
Yeah,
So and this one's got the well, both have the big twist at the end. So
cool.
okay, that's mine.
All right. So
All
Paul's
right.
up.
So with my 10, which I'm dividing into two groups of five, my first five are my good movies, or at least, better
Pretty good
films.
movies.
First one's classic, and I saw it in the cheap bin, and I thought I'd grab it, and that's Serpico.
Oh
Sure.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have
I
that.
I have it on 4K, so but yeah, that's neat that you're able to finally get it.
Same thing with the Cox movie, Sid and Nancy, and that's the director's cut or the special edition or something.
Collector's
Collector's
edition.
edition.
Collector's
Yeah.
edition.
Collector's edition. Not exactly what happened to the Sex Pistols, but
No,
it's still a great movie.
but it's fun and it was well done.
I
Yeah,
know
it's still a great film.
Very boring.
Criterion put it out too.
Mhm.
So
And they had a movie that a lot of people didn't like, but I really liked it. I watched it assuming that it wasn't going to be that good, but I really dug it. And that's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. And it's got a number of folks in there like Colin
for
Firth and
Tom Hardy.
John Hurt that I really liked. And
Tom
It,
Hardy.
it's good. It's condensed from the miniseries, but
oh,
it's from the
sure.
director of The Snowman,
Yep, Thomas Anderson.
which is considered to be one of the worst movies ever made.
Mm.
And then for What the Fuck Fridays, we got a movie that I finally got and I heard a lot about, and it's called Assholes.
Oh,
Asshole.
don't know that one.
Yeah, it's a crazy what the fuck movie. And
Yeah.
one of my absolute favorite movies that I finally got on Blu-ray, Lee Marvin and Point Blank.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great film. That's what's his face? Come on, brain, John Borman.
John Borman.
Good old John Borman.
Yeah, we did Excalibur, and I think that's it. I think it's the only other. We need to do Deliverance for something at some point.
You like a pig?
Zardoz is what you need to do.
Which one?
Zardoz.
Yeah, for the Hollywood Knockbusters.
Penis bad, gun good.
All right. I have
Okay,
not seen that, but all right.
so that's fine. Yeah, you get to see Sean Connery running around in a skimpy little Speedo.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
the
wonderful.
unofficial sequel to The Wizard of Oz.
Huh?
It's really bad and weird.
All right. So my last six, starting with an Oliver Stone film, W, which I have on DVD, but figured upgrading to Blu-ray might not be a bad thing.
Not bad, but not exactly what it was. Okay, but
Yeah.
okay.
And then I bought a movie called My Girl that I absolutely loved when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so totally
Always good to see a
sold up.
Culkin die from bee stings.
Macaulay Culkin died from bee stings. That was a thing that happened.
Eh,
And it
eh, eh,
was bad, man.
now I'm
Yeah, I
dead.
remember crying as a kid.
The bees.
Yeah, you needed Nicolas Cage in there going, the bees, the bees.
The bees, not the bees.
All right, so now, right before we're gonna get into 4Ks in a bit, but before then, I got a movie called Severe Injuries that's going to be on Indie Film Cafe at some point. It is you said you didn't know it. I sent to you before. And you're like, I don't know that movie. But it's directed by Amy Lynn Best and had written by Mike Watt. There's two people from Pennsylvania that I'm friends with and stuff. And but I mean, they have a great cast in this movie. I think if I'm correct, like does it even say the cast? It's got Deborah Shawn, Robin Greggs, Lilith Stabbs, Lloyd Kaufman, Brink Stevens, Cotton Lanier, and Riley Morgan.
Lilla
No.
Stabs, that's your friend?
Yeah, Lilith
Yeah,
Stabbs.
okay.
Yeah. Well, she goes, I think her real name is up on Facebook, but yeah, she goes by Lilith Stabbs. She was in
Okay.
Zombiegeddon and a
Right.
bunch of other stuff. Great girl. But yeah, she's in that. I mean, I think that's why I watched it, was Debbie and Lilith were in it and stuff.
No, I'll watch anything
And
with Debbie
then
Rochon.
Riley, I'm really good friends with too, and she wants to come on our show.
Oh,
So I want
good.
to get you to meet her too. So yeah. So then after that, I got Allegiant. So I got Divergent and I got Allegiant on 4K. So kind of bothers me that I did not get the other one on 4K, Divergent, because now I've got this one on there, but why not? I mean, you said that it doesn't really matter because, never finished it. You know,
No, the last one did so poorly. They said, okay, well, let's finish it with a TV movie. And the lead actress went, fuck that. I'm just not going to do it. And so they just canceled the entire project.
was that Woodward or whatever? Well, I mean, I get that though. Shailene Woodley is in it.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
if
her.
you're not gonna bother, then why should I?
Yeah, like with her saying "fuck that," that's understandable. But Zoe Kravitz is in it. Bill Skarsgård, Miles Teller, Ansel Elgort, Naomi Watts, Octavia Spencer. I mean, Octavia Spencer, like some big names.
I
So
thought it was better than Hunger Games. So
yeah. And then next is Casino.
Oh yeah.
yay, Casino.
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
I've got Goodfellas somewhere. I couldn't find it in my collection recently, but I'm sure I have it somewhere. But I got this. Had to get that to kind of keep going with the Martin Scorsese movies. And last but not least, from the Arrow sale, I got Witness.
Ah, oh, yeah,
Good
classic.
movie.
Yes. So
Be
this
careful about them English.
one day this will be on Film Breaks, but it's gonna be a while, because we got so many other movies. But this is if you do it, I wouldn't be upset because I've
It's
got
on the
too much.
list, but it's a little further down.
Yeah, it's a
So
little further down on mine too. So
good movie, not a great movie.
it's not like people are deciding like should they put this isn't Harrison Ford's best, movie. I would say like Blade Runner or Indiana.
Well, one of his best, but
Yeah, but it's not
yeah.
his. If I had to say number one would be Blade Runner in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
I mean, Indiana Jones, there's, also Mosquito Coast. There's a bunch of movies that he did that are very good.
All right, your turn. That was my last.
Okay. Let's see. So we got I bought this around the same time as I got Dream House and Silent House. It's another house movie. I just realized that. Safe House. I must have been on a house kick. I don't know why.
You're
But
going real estate
You were
hunting.
house hunting.
Yeah, your house.
yeah, I guess so. So yeah, Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds. So that's a good one. Got that. This is by far one of my favorite films that has come out in a while. I laughed my ass off. It's Shane Black minus the Predator. He's still one of our best filmmakers out there, especially with dialogue, and that's The Nice Guys.
Nah,
This is so brilliant. This is such a great movie, and it's sad that it
I have
didn't
that.
do
Like I
well at
have that.
all. Yeah, it is great. They
Yeah,
are both
fantastic
so
movie.
good in this.
But,
So it is well, yeah. If you guys haven't seen it, you really should.
Or not.
oh, you have it?
Mm.
Oh man, you'd love it. It's a fantastic movie.
It really is like it's a fuck you to Hollywood at the same time as being a 19 if you like Serpico, it's a 1970s
Oh yeah.
cop movie, like buddy cop movie. So this is one of my all-time favorite films. It would go probably in my top 10. And that is Faster with The Rock, with Dwayne Johnson and
Nice.
Billy Bob Thornton and a bunch of people. I love this film. It's got a great soundtrack. It's beautifully directed. It is nonstop. It is awesome. Courtney Gaines gets shot in the head in the first 5 minutes of the movie. So,
Spoiler alert.
Plus,
gotta love it. It is excellent. If they had kept the original ending, which is in the bonus features on here, this would, for me, would be like a 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10 or whatever it would be. It's not because they cut that original ending. But it's an excellent film. And following the Rock, I also picked up Jungle Cruise because I like who's in it and I like the ride. I don't like Disney, but I do like Jungle Cruise, and Emily Blunt is awesome. So, so
You
got
watch
her.
it?
I haven't watched it yet, but my buddy Philip Tricky, he told me that it's actually really good. He said that I would probably really like it.
do like me some Emily Blunt.
So
She's
yes, and I
she's pretty
and
good
she's
looking.
spoken against Hollywood, so I like that. And now these next two, I've seen this first one, hated it when I first saw it, loved it when I saw it again.
That happened.
And then I have not seen the next movie yet, but I want to. Same filmmaker. I have turned into a massive Oz Perkins fan, and I loved Longlegs
Yep.
beyond belief. And it's The Black Coat's Daughter is
Yep.
amazing.
Really good.
I love this film, and of course, it has my Emma Roberts in it.
It's going to be
So
on Forgotten Horror Classics.
yeah, it is so beautifully done. Everything in this, and I didn't get it when I first saw it. I thought it was boring as hell. I'm like, performances are great, directing is good, it looks good, but it's boring as fuck. And then I rewatched it when Longlegs came out and loved it. It had a complete turnaround on it.
And that's an
So
A24 film, right? I think
uh
A24 said.
A24, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Um, and then the last one is another one by Oz Perkins, and that's Gretel and Hansel. And I haven't watched this one yet. I just picked it
Oh
up.
yeah, I've heard good things about it. Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it's
you
it.
go. Alice Perkins is doing, and that's what you said. That was Anthony Perkins' son.
Son, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so very cool. Well, I'm
yeah.
happy
So
he's off actually making good
Oh
movies.
yeah,
You
and
know.
Longlegs is going to give him some extra clout too.
God Long Legs is good. It is good.
Yeah.
So it's a slow burn, but it's good. It's very good.
All right,
Okay, that's all of mine.
all right. Now
All
you're
right, my last five, which is the other side of the coin, stinkers and potential stinkers. First one is a Dollar Tree find, and it is Nocturna,
I've heard of
and
that.
it's a bunch of where it's a bunch of vampires in New Orleans, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, do
Writ
they go to Mardi Gras?
written and directed by Buzz Alexander. I don't know who that is.
But do they go to Mardi Gras?
I don't know.
That'll be fun.
We'll
Like
find out.
vampires and Mardi Gras party. Why not?
And this next one you may have heard of. It's got your buddy Jamie Kennedy, and it is Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell.
Yep, I know that one.
It is by far one of the worst Tremors movies.
I've heard
It
Yeah.
is
that.
it is so it's one of those films where if you watch the trailer, they promote the entire movie being in the snow, and you're like, "Oh, Tremors in the snow, that's awesome." It's got patches of snow, and they're mostly on rocks.
Ah,
Snow Shark.
no, what was the other one? The
Oh,
bug
the
movie,
Evil Cricket.
Evil Cricket movie.
Yeah.
We did one that was an Evil Cricket movie from hell. And they basically they had no snow. They had people on snow machines in the grass, basically.
It was
Like it
wonderful.
was so awful. It was Blood Predator.
Blood Predator.
Oh God, it was awful.
Awesome film.
Look at our difference of opinion on these things.
Next, we got one you probably know, Critters Attack.
Yeah, I was gonna buy this out.
Yeah,
But
I'm
if
surprised.
you're a completist, you gotta own
well, I
it.
don't
So,
actually have any of the Critters movies,
Really?
so
oh
yeah,
wow, there's the
I,
box set with 1 through 4, and then
I
you
know,
pick
and
up
that's
that one.
cost some money, so I
Yeah.
just haven't bought it.
Next is a movie we've already done on Indie Film Cafe, but I never mentioned it on this group, and that's Aliens, Clowns, and Geeks.
Oh, that's Richard Elfman.
Richard
Yep,
Elfman.
we already reviewed it. It's already out. Our review is
It
already
was
out,
fun.
but like it was, we liked it.
And last one is Bloodorama. It's a triple feature, and the movies are Night of the Strangler, which is weird, Carnival of Blood, which has your buddy in there.
Which one?
The
Oh, Night of the Strangler is Mickey Dolenz.
Yeah, Mickey Dolenz. Help Me, I'm Possessed is the weird one. Night of the Strangler is Mickey Dolenz, and then Carnival of Blood, which is
It's
a I like that movie. It's a weird
I love Carnival of Blood. I remember
it's got
watching that
Burt
as a
Young.
kid. Yeah.
Harvey, baby.
He plays
Wow.
Gimp. I think his character's name is Gimpy. But Night of the Strangler, oh my God, you should watch that.
Oh,
The director, I think it's the Creature from Black Lake director. I could be wrong.
Joy and
I've
Mark Jr.
the N word is used. It is one of the most racist movies I have ever watched. It is
Oh damn.
awful. It is, and to star one of the monkeys in it is pretty amazing. I mean,
Jarring, that's for sure.
but it is amazingly great bad type of thing.
All
Yay.
right. Well,
That's
that
what we
was
love. Great bad.
that was his last one. So we are officially done with this haul. This haul. If you guys want to check out our other haul, that'll be on Indie Film Cafe, and that's going to be our it was a DVD haul. You know, so if you want to see what we got on DVD, go check that one out. But for here, thank you guys so much for joining us on this. We got one more of these that we're gonna do together for December. But then after that is going to be we're going to go back to just what are you doing?
Trying to get the dog to go to you instead of
Oh,
me.
sorry, there's a dog here, but you can't see it, so it doesn't really matter to you.
Oh,
Um,
is that what we're calling it?
if you call the dog that's down here the dog, I don't know, whatever. Anywho,
Hey man, I see no dog, but you guys do. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, we'll be back. We'll be back next in December for one more haul video.
Because we're
But
constantly
then
buying shit.
in January, it's all of us are just going to be on Indie Film Cafe, and then I think you and I are still might be doing some of the haul videos too. I don't know for Blu-ray Hunter, unless you want to just keep it like that. Then I we'll discuss that. You know,
Something.
Okay.
something's gonna happen. All right. Until then, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.